All right, there we go. We are live. It is official, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and of course, this is We Love Comics, and this is my second video for the day. So if you have not had the opportunity to see the video I did earlier, hopefully you'll check that out. I have a couple of comics that I have up for sale. I have a couple of videos that I did about two and a half weeks ago. So if you don't see any on here, they may be on that video, or if you check the link in the description of this in any video, I have a link to my web store. You scroll all the way down and there's some comics on there that are also for sale that may not be in the videos. So if you're interested in any of them, you can contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. So it's all one word, peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. So I'm going to sell some of my collection because those of you, and I'm sure many of you can relate, I have been currently out of work for about 6 going on 7 weeks, and it doesn't look like my jobs will be opening anytime in the near future, probably in another 2 weeks, hopefully, knock on wood. So to kind of offset the situation that I'm in, I'm selling a couple of my comics. I have probably about 300,000 comics, so I can afford to get a couple of them, and if they bring you joy, that's good for me because I know they're going to people who love comics and will give them a good home. So with that being said, before I say hello to a couple of people that are here and start showing the books, if you are in the live chat, you will see in the live chat that I've posted a link to the cashback program. If you want that special of the $30 cashback bonus, if you spend $30 or more, it has to be done by today, which is midnight of April 30th, so May 1st, the special is over. So you have to click, you have to sign up. It's free to do. Make sure you check all the restrictions. It may not be available in your country, so just check to verify. Like I said, it's free to do, so you really don't lose anything by doing it anyway. And you don't have to spend it on comics. It could be any of their affiliate program people. Just spend $30 or more before midnight, and you will get an additional $30 cash back. So buy a book for $30, and you end up basically getting it for free. Keep in mind, it does take a couple of days to process, so you will not see the $30 cash back instantly. So with that in mind, let me say hello to the people that got here. Southern Comic Geek, you are first. Welcome. Jordan Porter is here. Rush is here. Harvey, one of my moderators, is here. Let's see. And they're having a conversation. Oops, sorry. As soon as I scroll down, all of a sudden, it just like flips all the way to the bottom. So we got Rick Lewis, Namiko, Comic Mag, Florence, another moderator. Q-Ball, always good to see you. Gizmo Rain, another moderator. Dark Alley Recording, Steve, Paul, Alexander, Back Issue Bin, Horror Breakdown, Sharif, James, Matthew, and many more. Welcome. So the address, let me put it in the live chat. It's peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. So if you see one of these and you're interested, keep in mind the price does not include shipping. Shipping will depend on if you're either in the continental United States or somewhere else around the world. Please let me know. But the first person that asks for it and makes the payment will get the book. Obviously, you guys know me. I am going to ship them. Very good condition. So domestically, the shipping will be $14.99 for a book. I will combine shipping if you buy multiple, but that will include a mega box. It will be wrapped with cardboard. It will be secure. It will not bend unless they purposely try and destroy it. So your books will not be mailed in a manila envelope with no backboard like you saw with the book that I showed earlier this morning. So check it out if you haven't. So let me put on the video camera so you could see. So I got about 12 books. I will estimate the grades. Obviously, keep in mind, you know, I am not a professional grader, so I'm pretty decent at grades. If you see the PGX unboxings that I do, I'm usually within a half a point to a point grade. Every now and then I'm off, but that happens. But I will do my best. And again, please let me know if you're out of the country, because depending on where you are, it's going to cost a little bit more. That's not me, that's the post office. All right, so with that being said, because a couple of people asked me about some of these books that I'm showing, so I think instead of just sending a picture, I can show a live video so you could see it better, and if you have any questions about them, you can always message me. But here we go. First book. This is... All right, let me put on my camera so I can see what I'm doing. This is Tales of Suspense number 48. This one is the first appearance of his gold and red armor. Before this, it was gold, and then, of course, in Tales of Suspense 39, it was the literal made of Iron Man. He was in the gray armor. So this is the first new suit that most people know him until, like, the 80s, when at one point it was red and silver. but this is the first appearance of the new armor and the first appearance of Mr. Doll. Looks pretty darn good. Nothing major wrong with it. There's a couple of minor spine ticks. There's a little microscopically color-breaking crease on the bottom. That is not a missing piece right there. That's part of the artwork. So that's not missing because you can see it's a white background. So I would say this is probably about a 4.5 to a 5.0 off-white pages. As you could see, I'm selling this for only $150 plus the shipping. So if you're interested in this book, early Iron Man book, first appearance of his red and gold armor, contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. Alright, next up, this is a book somebody was asking about. I have several of these copies, and that's one of the reasons why I tell people get multiple copies of a book, so if you have to sell them or trade them, you still technically own the book. So I don't mind selling one, especially if it goes to a good home. This is Tales of Suspense number 57. This, of course, is the first appearance of Hawkeye. He's not done in the MCU, whether he ends up in a TV show or continues with the Avengers movies. He said he's not done yet. So this is probably about a 3.5 to a 4.0. You could see right there's a little bit of chipping on the top, but it's the very top. Staples are still attached, but you could see there's a little bit of it pulling off, but it's not loose at all. Obviously, this has been read. There's some minor color break creases. This would benefit from a pressing. It's got a little bit of the indent here, but it does not break color. So I'm selling this one for $295. Again, first appearance of Hawkeye. So again, shipping and handling not included. Domestically, $13.99, because I am going to package it well, and it will be in a box. Somebody asked about one of these. I sold the other one, I believe. I'm not sure. But I have one of these to sell for any Scorpion fan who is going to be in the Sinister Six, most likely. I mean, they've introduced him in the Spider-Man movies. But this, of course, is Amazing Spider-Man number 20. You could see the only major defect is somebody, I guess they were testing to see if their pen worked at some point, and they put a cross or a plus, whatever you want to call it. But other than that, the book looks really darn good, as you could see. Cover is complete, back is complete, staples are intact. Some minor color breaks along the edge, but not major amounts. There is a tiny little split at the bottom, not even a fourth of an inch. So the major defect is this plus. So I don't know what that'll lower to, but I will say conservatively this is about the 4.5 to 5.5 range. I'm not sure how much that will, because it's not considered restoration or anything like that. But other than that, this book looks really good. I mean, you could see the edges are nice and straight. The corners are nice and sharp. No tears along the edges. Looks pretty darn good. Rumor says if you like the video, Chris will turn on the camera. Are you guys not seeing the camera? Well, no one else is saying anything, so I guess that's Harvey trying to be funny. But I'm selling this one for $350. This is the first full Scorpion. Definitely a must-have comic. Alright, another one I got multiple issues of. Well, I have two of them. So this is the lower grade. This is probably about a 2.5 to 3.5 range. It does have some tape right there, but there's no rip or anything, so I don't know where they put the tape there. Sometimes people put tape with no reason. There is a color-breaking crease. See right there? Goes almost all the way, well, it pretty much almost goes to the end. There are, as you could see, color-breaking creases along the edge. But this is Tales to Astonish, issue number 44. This is the first appearance of the Wasp. So as you could see, the cover presents really well. Most of the damage is along the spine. The staples are barely hanging on, so keep that in mind if you take it out of the bag and board or get it graded. But they are still attached. So it's the first appearance in Origin of the Wasp. And this is actually not tape, it's tape residue. So, again, sometimes people put tape on comics, I guess to prevent something from happening because there's no tear. And obviously if they took it off, that's not a big deal. So it didn't rip, but it did leave tape residue. So I do want to mention any defects. I'm selling this one for $395 plus shipping. There is going to be most likely another Wasp movie. She's not done because, you know, with female characters, they're not done. So if you're interested in any of these, I got more coming. But if you're interested in any of these, contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. Don't forget to sign up for the cashback program. The bonus ends tonight at midnight. So you have to click on the link, sign up, and spend $30 or more before midnight to get the $30 bonus. So don't forget that. All right, next up, I have a couple of copies of this one. This is a lower grade, again, probably a 3.0, maybe 3.5 range. This is Detective Comics number 359. Obviously, you know the modern Batgirl first appearance. Hard book to get in higher grades, but it does have a little bit of a bent corner with some color-breaking creases. That's not missing, it's just bent in a little bit. Again, staples are barely hanging on, but they are still attached. So keep that in mind if you take this out. There are color-breaking creases, as you can see, along the spine. But again, nothing tremendously major. Basically, the worst part is right there. You could see the color-breaking creases that reach to the H. Other than that, most of them are at the edge. So this is definitely a great book to own. There is a little bit of chipping along this edge, as you could see right there. Let me point to it. So right there, there is some chipping that breaks color right there. There we go. So again, in the 3 range, still not a bad book. This is a valuable book. It will continue to go up in value. As you can see in the corner, there's a little bit of color breaking right there along the edge to about there. But overall, still consistent with a 3 to 3.5 range. Selling this one for $395 plus the shipping. So if you're interested in any of these, contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. Somebody asked me about this book. I thought I sold the last one that I had extra-wise, but I found another one. So I am having it up for sale. This is definitely a mega book that is going to increase in value because they're not done with this character by any means. Ghost Rider. This is Marvel Spotlight number 5. First appearance of Johnny Blaze. I would say between about a 4 to a 4.5. There is a little bit of, see there, you can see color breaking damage there. But again, the edge, especially with a black background, you can see the bottom looks pretty good. There is some color breaking creases along the edge, which is to be expected with this book, as you can see. So there's several color breaking creases, but they're not going all the way out to the cover. So you could see it does present pretty darn well. Peter asked what was the Batgirl price again. It was $395 plus the shipping. This, of course, is the first appearance of Johnny Blaze. This book is going to continue to go up. So I hate selling some of these books, but like I said, when you have multiple copies, it does make it a little bit easier. This will help to pay for expenses and actually allow me to continue to buy books to keep doing the videos that you guys supposedly love. Not everybody, of course. But I am selling this one for $495. Plus, of course, domestic shipping. If you're international, it's going to cost a little bit more. You know, I wish I could throw it that far, but I can't. Let me know what country you're coming from. All right, it's another one. I have a graded book. I'm not selling that one, but I do not mind selling this. There will be another movie, so this book is going to continue to go up. This, of course, is Aquaman number 1. This is the first appearance of Quisp. I don't know if they'll ever use that character, but then again, Marvel has used raccoons and trees, so you never know. I would not, put anything out at this point, but I would not hold my breath, but you never know. But still, first appearance, there is kind of a date stamp written in pen over the A, you could see there. It would benefit from a pressing and dry cleaning. There is a little bit of an indent that does not break color along the spine. There is a color breaking crease, as you could see right there by my finger. Does not go all the way across. It kind of stops, as you can see, right where the water is. Minor edge wear along the very tip. Very hard to see. There is some color break increases by the top. Again, nothing major, but as you could see, this book presents really well. I would say about a 5.0 to a 5.5. Definitely a book to get. They are going to be making Aquaman 2, so you know this book is going to go up. I'm selling this one for $525. And like I said, it will benefit from a pressing and dry cleaning. So I say that all the time anyway. With any books, especially older books, if you go get them graded with any company, get them pressed and dry cleaned. This is another book somebody asked about. It's probably about a 3.0 to a 3.5 range. Definitely a key book to get. You have not seen the end of this character yet, even though he, quote-unquote, spoiler alert, died. I'm sure you haven't seen the last of him, because he is Mysterio, and he can make things seem what they're not. First page has a silver dollar-sized cutout. Does not affect the story. There is a little writing on the inside. Some kid probably put some stuff in there. There is some tape inside, but that, first page, but that does not affect the grade, especially when it's in the 3 range. Little bit, again, a little rounded corner, but as you can see, nothing major. There are spine ticks. There is pulling of the bottom staple, but it's not pulled out. It's kind of separated a little bit, but it's definitely still intact. There's a lot of damage along the edge of the spine, but as you can see, no tears, nothing severe to where it's ruining the cover. So this, of course, Junior says, do you have Iron Man 55 for sale? Not currently. I'd have to look. I have to go through my books. I don't think so, but I'll see. But this is, of course, Amazing Spider-Man number 13. First appearance of Mysterio. Selling this one for $525 plus the shipping. So again, if you're interested, just contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. The first person that offers a price will get the book. So if anybody else makes an offer afterwards, unless the other person does not pay for it, they will be first in line in case they don't. But if they do, they're the ones that get it. So email me if you're interested. It's another key book. This is probably about a 3.0 grade, and the reason it's that low is because of one area. There is a little bit of kind of like maybe there was something stuck to it, and it created a little residue, as you can see along here. But it didn't rip the Black Panther or anything, so there is that section there. I believe a cleaning could help that, but I can't guarantee it. But this, of course, is Fantastic Four number 52, first appearance of Black Panther. The top, you can see right there above the word comic, you could see there is some color breaking chips along the edge. Spine, especially for a book from the 1960s, and with the black background, there's not major ticks in there at all. Looks pretty darn good. Of course, the staples are intact, so the majority of the damage is that area. And it also continues a little bit right there. See, right to there. So there's a second part there. So there is whatever that was caused that damage. That's the most part. But it didn't rip through, so there's no holes, there's no tears. It's just color breaking crease. It looks like maybe there was a sticker that somebody tried to pull off at one point. I don't know. I didn't own the book all my life. But other than that, still presents pretty well. So I do believe a pressing and dry cleaning could help that. But I'm not 100% certain on that. I'm only selling this one for $325. We know Black Panther is going to be in the new Avengers movies, and there is going to be a Black Panther movies coming out again. So this book is only going to continue to go up. But I have extra copies, so I don't mind selling one or two to help pay the bills. This is another book somebody asked about. It took me a little bit to find this one. Now you're going to see some tape. The tape is on the plastic container, not on the book. So none of this tape is on the book. So this is Tales of Suspense number 40. This is the second appearance of Iron Man ever, and the first gold armor. There is some damage along the spine, but not anything major. Again, ignore the tape. That is not on the book itself. I would say this book, it looks like the colors are, it looks a little dirty, so a dry cleaning would definitely help this book. I would probably say there is some chipping along the edge, right by the code. Again, it's very hard to see because it's not major. Right there also by the club of the giant. Again, you can see it's not going all the way across the book. I would probably say, again, a 3.0 range. 3.5. There is a small color breaking crease line. See right there on the bottom. Right there. So not major, but you know, like I always say, low grade is better than no grade. This book I'm selling for $450, plus of course the shipping. So staples are intact. This is definitely a key issue. This is one of the books I got stolen from me years ago. I believe I have one other copy of this book, so I do not mind selling it, but somebody asked about it and I figured better to show a video than just a picture so you can get a better view of the comic. Again, if you live outside the United States, shipping is going to be higher, so please let me know about that. And I'll throw in a comic. So if anybody buys any books, I'll also throw in an additional comic. Alright, so we got two more. I had one that I did on the other video that was graded. This is an ungraded book. Again, this is probably a 3.5, like 3.0, 3.5. This, of course, is Tales of Suspense number 52. First appearance of Black Widow, which, of course, is going to be getting her movie with the alternate universes and everything. You never know. I don't believe she's going to be done, especially if she's really popular and that movie does really well. In comics, no one ever stays dead, but nothing's guaranteed. But this is definitely a key book. It does have a color-breaking crease. See where the S is? It goes all the way across diagonal to the edge. Stops right about there. So there is a color-breaking crease. It does not go all the way across. There is a date stamp in pen, but again, that's not anything major. In the bottom corner here, there's a little bit of a color break right there, but overall presents pretty well. There is some color breaks along the edge, but as you can see, nothing major. Like, there's no major tears or anything, but it is a lower grade book, so like I said, about a 3.0 to a 3.5. The edge on the top, you can see there's a little bit of chipping. Bottom looks pretty darn good. The little piece of the color is missing there, so it's not ripped or anything. It's just a piece of the cover, and there's a tiny bit on the tip of the comic here. This one I'm selling for $525. Shipping and handling, let me know if you're interested. Last but not least, this is the only graded book that I'm putting in this video. Again, I have a video I did about 2 weeks ago. Check that out if you don't see some, and check the link in the description, because I have other books on my website that are for sale you could check. But somebody asked about this. I found a graded version of it. I might have put this one on the other one video before, but I'm not sure. But this is Avengers number 4. Of course, this is the first appearance of, well, first Silver Age appearance of Captain America. I did get this pressed and dry cleaned, so full disclosure. Came back a 4.5 off-white to white pages. As you can see, everything is intact. This is a must-have because they're, again, you never know if Captain America might come back. And Harvey is obsessed with my cats. No, they're eating right now, so they're definitely not going to be anywhere near here. But I'm selling this one graded at $995. And I will do free domestic shipping on this one. So if anybody's interested, this is definitely, even in low grade, this book is pretty expensive and definitely a key book to get. This came out 1964. Alright, so those are the books. Let me do today's surprise subscriber shout out. Again, if you're interested in any of these, just contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. I'm making sure I'm doing some fair prices and everything. Like I said, I've been out of work, like most of you, for 6 going on 7, soon to be 8 or 9 weeks. So this will help put some supplemental income to help pay some credit card bills and bills. and allow me to continue to buy the comics that you guys enjoy me unboxing. So hopefully, even if you're not interested or can't buy any right now, if you could share the links or share the video, it would help. Hitting the thumbs up helps my channel, so please do. Always appreciate you guys watching. Today's surprise subscriber shout out is going to be Steve Lewin, Lewin, or Lewin. So I'll leave that up to him to let me know if that was correct. So again, also click on that link, sign up for the cashback program, because that special bonus of $30 ends tonight. So you have to sign up. It's free to do. Check any restrictions. And then you have to spend $30 or more before midnight tonight. It's technically that because it says until May 1st. So I don't know if it's until midnight May 2nd or the end of May 1st, but I'll say tonight just to make sure. So make sure you sign up and you spend $30 or more, and that cannot include shipping. It can't be $25 plus $5 shipping. It has to be $30, then whatever shipping, or $30 free shipping to qualify. So if you go and get a comic for $30 and use that program, it's free. Now again, it takes a couple of days for it to show up, so you're not going to see it instantly. They have to make sure it gets approved. So that's it. Those are the books. Hopefully you appreciate it. First come, first serve. If anybody's interested, even if I sell one book, that's great. So any contribution will help, and I can continue to keep getting the comics you love and keep doing the videos. Where's the Donald Duck from before? It is right here. So now I just saved you a trip from having to look at the other video that I made today. So this is from 1935. It was Donald Whitman number 935. This is the first ever book appearance of Donald Duck. You can see back when he had the longer little snout. And really loved this book. Paid $155.95 for a book that's over 80 years old. Very happy with it. And I just saved you time. So Chris, any Bronze Age Batman for sale? Yes, I showed. Well, I showed the Detective Comics book. Let me show that really quick. So I do have Detective Comics, the first appearance of Batwoman. This one's selling for $395. Detective Comics number 359. So I do have one Batman book currently for sale. If I find any more, I'll let you know. And that's it for now. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy this. That Donald Duck one is not for sale unless somebody overwhelms me with an offer. I'm not going to, deny something if somebody passes me a price that's too good to be true. Because if you look online, these go for between $400 and $1,000. And this one's probably between a 5 and a 6.0 grade. I saw one for like 200 and change, but it had tape all over it. So anything's potentially for sale if somebody gives me the right price. But if not, I don't mind holding on to it because I bought it because I love Donald Duck. But if it helps pay some bills or get me some better comics by selling a bunch of these, I'm all for it. So that's it. Thank you very much. Please give a thumbs up before you leave. If you're one of my power viewers, make sure you indicate that in the comments section. Give the shout out a shout out. Check out that link. Pay for the $30 or more before midnight tonight, and you get the $30 cash back, but you must click on the link. And don't forget, it is not you, it is not I, it's We Love Comics. Thanks for watching, guys. Even if you saw that book now, check out the other video so you can support it and support my channel if that's something you like to do. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next video. Peace out. Have a great night.